Now these ones are all sitting down at like 9. Coming up. Oh. First cast, dude. How ridiculous is that? I am not even kidding. First cast with the Mavrik. Are you rolling? Dude, I swear, and Nick can vouch for me, I just spent the last hour throwing every bait I could think of at these walleyes, and they would not eat. And first cast with a jerkbait. I know we just shot a jerkbait piece, but man, when it's the deal, it's the deal. That is so ridiculous. Let's see if we can keep them pinned. Thanks for the net. You must like your mics. This is a big one too. Big one. Oh, I don't really like how he's hooked, but we'll give it a shot. I mean, I threw jigs and crawlers, swim baits, jerk minnow setups, everything. What didn't I throw? I mean, everything. The only thing I hadn't thrown yet was a slip bobber and leech because I didn't want to rig one up. And first cast with the same metallic perch Mavrik, and like 4 or 5 of them out of this school came up from sitting 8 to 10 feet down and came up to like, I think my bait was only maybe going 5, maybe 4. And it was almost like they fought over it, dude. I just can't even believe that. There are times when it will outfish live bait. And for whatever reason, right now is one of those times. That's a nice one. You had a lot of friends if you saw that clip. Let's let them go. Like a tuna. You good? Beautiful gold. Oh. Can you believe that, dude? Literally first cast. Guess we're throwing a jerkbait. Oh. Like I said before, if I don't get bit in the first like 3 casts with a jerkbait, I never pick it up again either because it's a lot of work. So I guess at first cast, I could probably stick with it a little longer. But right here's one of the reasons I hate them. We're not fishing again yet. We'll get there. Let's try it again. One's a fluke. I don't think so though, but what do they say? Like 2's like meh, whatever, 3 time. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna try it again.
That was a great analogy.
Yeah, nailed it, right?
Camera angle was probably all over the place when I was going to get the net. But I saw that fish, I'm like, oh dude.
Unbelievable.
I want a net on that one.
I just cannot believe those things wouldn't eat anything else. And first cast with this. That is just ridiculous. And I was working it kind of like I was in that last video, way slower than I would normally fish a jerkbait. I mean, right now I'm just trying to get it down to depth. But slower, just like these little 1-foot rips. Sometimes I even just like barely tap it. But kind of like a 1-foot snap instead of the big traditional whack whack. They're just coming up looking at it again. But when we first pulled up here, the first thing I noticed was a whole bunch of shiners, like 4 feet under the surface. And I noticed the little flickering, them rolling on their sides type thing. And it's like, I even said when we first pulled up here, that looks like they'd eat a jerkbait. Then I didn't throw a jerkbait for an hour. Oh, they're following it to the boat. Might get eyes, real eyes on one. They're 15 feet out now and there's like 4 of them behind my bait. I would crap my pants if I watched one eat it right now. Oh, crazy. Yeah, my go-to color, of course. The only thing different about my setup right now is I'm throwing it on a $99 rod instead of a mortgage payment amount of rod. But No, it's a Fenwick Elite. It was like the rod that I had that was the right action for these bigger fish. And I'm liking it. It's a 6'9". No, this is the 7-foot medium extra fast. Tons of backbone because this lake has got fish like that last one with shoulders, that next caliber up. And tell you what, you do not need to spend $500 or $300 on a jerkbait rod. Because a lot of the times you're going to snap that bait and you're setting the hook into them. So $99 rod, loving it. Felt really good with that fish. All right, let's try this again. That time they just got a little too close to the boat. Like if we can see them, they saw us 10 minutes earlier. I don't think I quite got it down deep enough over them this time. I kind of forgot to do my slow reel. Well, coming up to look at it. Dude, that's so cool. It's so cool. Oh, it came up from 10 feet down to heat a bait that's just 4 feet under the surface. I felt that one whack it on the paws, actually. That was cool. Sitting there and I felt bonk. Saw the line jump too. And it is not small. I'm glad I got this medium extra fast, a little more power for this. And one of the reasons I did that is because there's big fish in this lake. Another reason is I wanted to throw it around some scattered weeds too, and to be able to snap that bait free out of the cabbage, I wanted a rod that was a little beefier than a medium light. Well, it's working good. Guess we're chucking the jerkbait, bud. I guess that's what's going on. Man, that was freaking cool. I'm gonna have to get like 5 different pliers up here, get the Band-Aids out. I should put closed-toe shoes on, which I might be the first male ever to say closed-toed shoes instead of just saying shoes, not sandals. Oh my gosh, we got a mess. I hate nets.
I'll just pause for commercial.
See you in 48 minutes. Well, we got the fish out pretty quick. The jerkbait's gonna take forever, so we'll give you a quick look at that one before we send her back. Not as long as the last one, but nice thick fish. Okay, now what? Dude, now what?
If we were fishing league,
Oh,
we'd have 2 nets and 2 jerkbait rods.
dude, I'd grab that. Like, I got an old rubber net that I swear weighs 48 pounds, but you can't get a hook in it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, has the big rubber whatever frable, but it's so heavy. Like, it weighs what 10 of these do, but I would use a 40-pound net right now if it meant I didn't have to. I don't even know where to start, dude. I'd just soon cut the net. I mean, it's like, we're now going to take a little break for a moment. What's that saying? I'm not good with sayings today. And now here's a moment from our sponsors or something.
Commercial break.
We're going to take a little commercial break, and here's a moment from our sponsors.
Here's a word from our sponsors.
We're going to take a little commercial break here. Here's a word from our sponsors. This segment is brought to you by old, dried out, 8-year-old Kirkland baby wipes that stay in your glove box until you need them the most, because when that time comes, they are absolutely priceless. And these have saved many a fishing trip, and they could save yours too for 3 easy payments of 79 cents. They're like sandpaper now. They're so dry. Coming up. Oh, dude, those don't even, you would never think those are walleyes. They look like bass or big panfish, the way they're all blobbed up and swarming, and need to eat it soon. I'm getting awfully close to the boat. Long pause. They just like those little twitches. Dude, they're only 20 feet out now. Just too close. I mean, it's right here. Actually didn't get bit on a cast.
That's crazy, dude. Wild times.
Whoa.
It's getting tough when you don't get bit on a jerkbait cast.
You think these are all walleyes?
I mean, they are.
I don't even, there's so many I don't even know where to cast.
It's gonna be so dirty if we leak out here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I agree. Oh my gosh. You just know I'm catching one this cast. Look at all them. Why did they go down? Oh, never mind. Oh my gosh. Those are all walleyes. So you can see the graph right now. I mean, there's a couple dozen walleyes up here. And like before, man, you start second guessing, like, are they walleyes or are they suckers? Like, why aren't they eating anything? And sort of like the progression for the baits I was slinging, which this kind of shallower edge of the flat type thing, I'm always starting with a plastic, whether it's a Ned rig for down by bottom, or if it's a mooch minnow up high, or snapping a plastic. But then when you start getting turned down, I'm just gonna flip this one. Start getting turned down, and I've got just like this progression of baits I run through to try to figure out what they will bite. And Ned rig, mooch minnow, swim bait. You know, eventually I went to a jig and a crawler because I needed to just like confirm. I needed to put eyes on one of these to see if they're a walleye, right? So I always start more aggressive, see if they'll eat those baits, and if they don't, back off from there. And after I get turned down with a jig and a crawler or a leech or whatever, then it's like I go to these reaction bites. I threw a jigging wrap in there because there's times where they won't eat the subtle finesse live bait stuff, but they'll eat a jigging wrap. And they just didn't want to go down on it. They would start coming up, but when the bait shot past them, they didn't want to feed down. And literally, this is the last thing in my progression of baits for this situation. It's always my last. I keep one in the boat now just because it's been so good all spring. But it just set up so perfectly when they're keying on bait fish and they're feeding up and they don't want to feed down. And you got little shiners scattered all across this, a little perch. When they want it, they want it. So I don't know what to tell you other than jerkbaits aren't just a spring thing and a fall thing. And for me personally, it always was spring and fall. I'll throw it in May, you know, the first 2 weeks of the season when they crush everything. They're all up shallow. But then it just always ends up getting put in the bottom of the rod locker and eventually cut off. And I'm realizing more and more this year, there are days where it is saving my butt. Fish that you're like, they won't eat anything. And then they just demolish this bad boy. So it's almost July. Water temps have shot up like 12 degrees these last few days. We had some 99-degree days. I mean, it's been super hot. Water temps skyrocketed. Fish are transitioning into like full-on summer spots and summer stuff, but they're still eating a jerkbait. So just something that I guess I wanted to talk about, and I had zero intentions of shooting a jerkbait piece today. We just did a jerkbait piece a couple weeks ago or a month ago or whatever it was. But it's what they want. So this is how we were catching them today on a lake I haven't been on in, geez, I don't know, well over a month. And don't put the jerkbait away just because it's summertime.